I use Anabank and Monzo over mine, but can't get a client account. Client accounts, that is another topic of conversation. Banks are, generally speaking, now stopped issuing client accounts. Believe it or not, they won't even issue them to lettings agents, and lettings agents have to have them to legally operate. And it's all around them being fined for money laundering, and HMRC believing that they're allowing money to be laundered through client accounts because they haven't been monitoring money that's been going through it. As a sourcing agent, you cannot take money up front that is refundable without using a client account. So that being, you can't do that. So how can you get around that? You can get around it in one of two ways. You can take a registration fee up front that is non-refundable, which is how we operate, but it's a one-off fee. It isn't for every deal. We take £350 off each investor to register with us. And if they mess about and they don't go through and they don't buy anything, at least you've got £350 to help cover next year's compliance. What you could do as well as that, or as an alternative to that, is take a percentage of your sourcing fee up front and make it deductible. Notice the difference, not refundable, but deductible. And deductible means that if your sourcing fee is £3,000 and you want £1,000 up front, you can say it's deductible. So when the deal goes through, they owe you £2,000 of your £3,000 at the end of it. You've already got the £1,000. Because it's deductible, it can go into your standard business account and you can spend it. The only problem that you have is if during that gap, when it goes to the solicitors before completion, something goes wrong and they don't buy it, then you may have a problem if a complaint is made, and I'll explain why. Be very, very careful about how much fee you take up front. A lot of sourcing agents have lost out when complaints have been made with the redress schemes because the redress scheme has assessed the level of fee that's been taken up front and decided that it wasn't warranted for the level of work carried out. So be incredibly careful how much you take up front. And when I say it wasn't warranted, unless you use a system, and in corporate land, in fact, Claire, my assistant, uses it. She uses a system which monitors her work and how many hours she's worked. Nod if you know what I'm talking about if you're on screen. I don't know what they're called, but there are these systems out there. You would have to have a way on each of your clients to be able to log and prove the level of work that you had done to warrant the money that you were keeping.